students. Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to the class after a long break. I hope you all are safe at home and healthy too. So, coming to the now next chapter, that is chapter number 2, as under the name Relations and Functions. So, before start this chapter, you need to understand one important concept, that is Cartesian product. And what is meant by Cartesian product? To understand this concept, we'll first take some illustration to get into the topic. What is meant by the Cartesian product? Right. First, we need to understand the meaning of Cartesian product of two sets. Now, for that, first I am taking the set A has a colors red, blue and green, and set B has, right, here I am taking yellow, and which is the color most best color, let us say yellow के साथ हम और लेंगे, let us say कि purple. Now, what we are going to do, the condition is you need to make a two colored flag, two colored flag with by using, right, one color from set A, one color from set B. So how many different types of colors flags you can make? That is the question. Condition is what? One box is filled with the color from set A. Second box is filled with color from set B. Now let us try to make a different types of flags by taking this condition. First, I can make like the combination with red and yellow. So I am shortly writing red means R, yellow means Y. So this will be a one of the combination. Secondly, the red color combination may also with purple. Third, blue color combination with yellow. Blue color combination with purple. Similarly, green color combination with yellow. Green color combination with purple. This is what we are keeping the first color from the set A, second color from set B. This will give one flag. If I reverse the colors, it means if I take the first block is filled with yellow, second block is filled with set A, then these two colors will be reversed. It will generate a new flag. So hence the new flag color will be what? Just by reversing this order. Means Y, comma R, P, comma R, Y, comma B, P, comma B, comma green, P, comma, that is purple, comma green. So how many possible different type of flags we can make here by using this way? There are total, you can see, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 6, what? 12 possibilities. Okay. So what we are trying to get is that these first 6 are obtained by taking the first color from, see, the first color from, that is first block is filled with set A and second block is filled with set B. Hence, these first 6 combinations are obtained by taking the first color from set A and second color from set B. Similarly, if you observe the second set of way, means where I have reversed the order, means the first block is filled with color B, second block is filled with color A. It means I took the first color from set B and the second color from set A, and these 6 combinations are coming from this order, and the first 6 combinations are taken from this combination. So when we say here the Cartesian product of two sets, there are two different meanings. Either you are dealing with the combination of A cross B, or you are dealing with the combination of B cross A. And you also understood from this, A cross B means the Cartesian product of A with B. B cross A means the Cartesian product of B with cross A. So hence what I can say here, A cross B gives the elements, elements of ordered pairs. You can see each element of this collection is an ordered pair. Remember, in a Cartesian product, right, every element is an ordered pair, because we are writing like x comma y form. In every element we are writing x comma y form. Hence, from A cross B, what we understood, the first element, that is x element, from each ordered pair belongs to set A, and the second element of each ordered pair belongs to set B. Similarly, from B cross A, you can say the first color which we have taken belongs to set B, and the second color belongs to set A. Hence, A cross B give the different color combination, B cross A will give the different color combination. Hence, these two sets means the Cartesian product of A with B is not generally equal to the Cartesian product of B with A. So Cartesian product means what? Just we are checking the possible ways of arranging the elements pairwise by taking the first element from first set, second element from the second set. It depending on the order of the matrices, order of the sets you have taken. So this is what the Cartesian product means. If I say the Cartesian product of C cross D means all possible collection of ordered pairs where the x element belongs to C and y element belongs to D. So how this Cartesian product in defined in a general way are in a set builder form. So what I am writing here, if I want to write A cross B in a set builder form, I can write it will give the set of ordered pairs. It will give the set of ordered pairs x comma y such that x belongs to first set and y belongs to set B. Are you getting? So this is what the way of defining the Cartesian product of two sets in a set builder form. So A cross B means it will give the set of ordered pairs, collection of all possible ordered pairs where the first element is from set A, the second element is from set B. Remember, it will give all possible orders. It means every element will be in use. You cannot leave an element idle. Means every element must be covered in an ordered pair. Getting? So this is the simple meaning of Cartesian product. Now I am taking one more example to define the Cartesian product of two sets. Right? Let's see. Now, so just for your better understanding, I am taking an example like 1 comma 2 and set B has the elements 5, 6. Now, how many ordered pairs you can make by writing A cross B? A cross B means the first element is taken from set A and second element is taken from set B. That is why it's called ordered pair. Ordered pair means we are always writing in a order pairwise. Hence, the first element from set 1, second element from set B. So combination comes like 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6. So 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 2, 6. Over. These are the all possible ordered pairs. Now I am writing B cross A. B cross A means first element is from set B, second element is from set A. So hence I need to just reverse these ordered pairs. Means 5, 1, 5, 2, 6, 1, 6, 2. So 5, 1, 5, 2, 6, 1, 6, 2. Over. After writing this, we can conclude few things that I am going to list out here. The first observation from this combination or from this Cartesian product that A cross B is not generally equal to B cross A. It means that Cartesian product is not commute. Have you understood? Cartesian product is not commute. The second is number of element in set A is P and the number of element in set B is Q, which implies that number of elements in the Cartesian product is simply the product of the number of elements PQ. You can see here the number of elements in set A is 2, number of elements in set B is 2. Hence the Cartesian product, whether it is A cross B or B cross A, in both the Cartesian product the number of ordered pairs will be 4. It is simply the product of number of elements in set A, number of element in set B, and this is the second point. Number of A is P, number of B is Q, then number of A cross B will be PQ. I may also say the number of elements in B cross A is also PQ because while dealing with the counting, it doesn't make any difference whether you are counting A cross B or B cross A because we are interested in counting, not in the elements. But when you list the elements, then A cross B set is not generally equal to B cross A. The third learning point, if you are saying like X, Y ordered pair is equal to 2, 3. What does it mean? If you are equating the two ordered pairs, it means that the X element correspondingly equal to X element, Y element is correspondingly equal to Y element. It means the value of X you can read it as 2 and the value of Y you can read it as 3. So this is the third learning point from the discussion. That is why these are called what? Ordered pairs. When the ordered pairs are equal, you can directly compare the corresponding element. X will be equal to X, Y will be equal to Y in this way. Now coming to the fourth point. If A cross B is equal to B cross A, if suppose the Cartesian product of A cross B and B cross A are equal, it implies that the sets must be equal. Means this is only possible when the given two sets are equal. Then only you can say the Cartesian product of AB and BA both are equal, vice versa. If sets are equal, then their Cartesian product are equal. If Cartesian products are equal, means sets are equal. This is another learning point to say the given two sets are equal. Are you getting me? So we have already discussed the sets all are said to be equal. The every element of A is in B and every element of B is in A. It means if X is belongs to A is also belongs to B. If Y is belongs to B is also belongs to A. Then the sets are said to be equal. This definition we were discussing in the concept of subset. Here the same concept, that is equality of two sets, can also be defined in terms of Cartesian product. What is that? If A cross B is equal to B cross A, sets are equal, vice versa. If sets are equal, then A cross B is equal to B cross A. So here we have listed few points from the given example or from the definition of Cartesian product. And the last point, if either of set A or set B is null set. Let us see. One of the set is null set, then ultimately A cross B will also be a null set. Because if there is no element in set A, you cannot make a pair. You cannot make an ordered pair. You cannot make a combination of two colors. If there is no color is available in set A, and set B has two colors, but you cannot make a color combination from the Cartesian product. Hence, what we concluded, if one of the set is a null set, then Cartesian product is also null set. From the same sense, you can also speak, if one of the set is infinite, so ultimately the Cartesian product is also give infinitely many combinations, hence that A cross B or B cross A will also give the infinite set. So the nature of A cross B, that is Cartesian product, depending on the nature of the given two sets, whether they are both are finite sets, both are infinite set, or one of the set is infinite, or one of the set is null set. According to the nature of two sets, the nature of the Cartesian product is also depends. So these are the learning points from the Cartesian product. Now as a last concept, now I am taking the combination of three sets. Okay, let's see. Okay, before coming to the combination of three sets, just I wanted to ask the reverse question. I have given you A cross B as X comma A, Y comma B, Z comma C. Correct? Now I also mentioned that number of element in set A is 3 and number of element in set B is also 3. Then find set A and set B. What are the actual sets? From this discussion, you can simply say A cross B means what the definition says, the first element of each ordered pair is coming from which set? Set A. Hence, set A must have the elements X, Y and Z. Similarly, set B means that second element of each ordered pair coming from set B, and set B must have the elements A, B and C. This is a reverse question. Means Cartesian product is given to you and you are getting the actual sets. In the beginning question, I have given you the two sets and you are making the A cross B and B cross A. So this is what exactly reverse to the first question. Now coming to the Cartesian product of three sets, and this would be our last concept under the head Cartesian product. Now, set A has the elements 1, 2. Set B has the elements x, y. Set C has the elements A, B. Let us see. Now I want to find the Cartesian product of A cross B cross C. So how could I find this one? Whenever they are asking the Cartesian product of more than two sets, what we'll do? First we'll find the Cartesian product of the first two sets, and then we'll make the Cartesian product of A cross B cross C. That is a step-by-step approach. So first what I will do, I will find A cross B. How can I find A cross B now? See, simple है, हमें सिर्फ दो सेट से बनाना है. So first set element belongs to set A, second element is belongs to set B. This order must be maintained. So what are the combination will come from here? There are two elements here, two elements there, means total combination will be 4. Their multiplication, 4 ordered pairs. So 1, x is the one ordered pair, 1, y is the second ordered pair, 2, x is the third, and 2, y. These are the 4 ordered pairs. Now with the help of this, now I can go with like A cross B cross C by considering A cross B as a single set, and then I will make the combination of this ordered pair with set C, nothing else. Means I will take the first element from A cross B and the second element, first element from the A cross B and the second element from set C. What is the first element of A cross B? Ordered pair. This is the first element. So I will take 1, x as a first element, and second element is from set C. What is set C have? A, B. So I am taking the element from set C. So this will become the ordered triplet because there are 3 elements, hence it is called ordered triplet. In a similar way, I am taking again the first element 1, x can be combined with the element B. So from this first element, I can pair like in 2 ways. So this will give the 2 ordered triplets. Similarly, I can take now 1, y with again the combination like 1, y combination with A, 1, y combination with B, 2, x combination with A, 2, x combination with B, 2, y combination with A, 2, y combination with B. So total I got 8 number of elements, number of ordered triplets in A cross B cross C, and this counting you may obtain by simply the multiplication of multiplying the number of elements in A, B and C. There are 2, 2 and 2 elements. Their product 2 into 2 into 2 will give 8 elements. Hence, the Cartesian product will give total 8 ordered triplets. Are you getting me? So, hence, from what I can conclude from this discussion is, if number of elements in A is P, number of elements B is in Q, number of elements in C is R, then what is the number of elements in the Cartesian product of ABC will be simply PQR, P into Q into R. So you may generalize this formula if you are finding the Cartesian product of n number of sets. It's simply the product of number of elements of individual sets. So this is what ordered triplet. So if you are taking only two sets, it will give the set of or collection of all possible ordered pairs. If you are taking three sets, it will give the set of all possible ordered triplets. Now, as a last point of the today's session, we try to understand one important question which will also give the intuition of this Cartesian product geometrically. Now we'll try to understand what is basically the Cartesian product gives geometrically. Now see, let us say R representing a set of real numbers. You know what the real numbers means. Okay, we have discussed so many times set of real numbers. Now ultimately what R cross R gives. So it will give the Cartesian product of real numbers to real numbers, will give the set of ordered pairs x comma y form such that the x is belongs to the first real number set and y is belongs to second real number set. Correct? So this is what the Cartesian product of R cross R, and this Cartesian product will give infinitely many ordered pairs because these two sets are infinite in nature. That's why their Cartesian product is also infinite in nature. It means it will give the infinitely many ordered pairs. So what can be that ordered pairs? It may be 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4 and all. So if you plot that ordered pairs in a Cartesian plane with the help of, that is what, xy plane. So let us say I am just plotting the first point here, 1 comma 2, then 2 comma 1. Okay, so like this. So I can plot each and every point in the Cartesian plane, right, by taking from this set. So it will give basically the collection of the all ordered pairs, geometrically representing the collection of all points in xy plane. So whatever the things you are writing either in roster form or in set builder form, geometrically representing the collection of what we call as points in xy plane. This is the meaning of the Cartesian product of R cross R. So R cross R gives what? The collection of all points in xy plane. Is very important. So what else if I write R cross R, which will give ordered triplet x comma y comma z form, which we called as ordered triplets. This Cartesian product gives the or set of collection of all possible ordered pairs where x, we can also write y and z, all are belongs to real numbers. So when we take the combination of three sets, it will give set of all possible ordered triplets. When we plot this in this space, it will give the collection of all points geometrically, all points in x, y, z space. So when we talk about the ordered pairs, it related to the collection of all points in a plane, xy plane. And when we talk about the Cartesian product of three sets, it will give collection of all the points in the space, because To plot this point, we require three axes, x, y and z axis. Ultimately, x, y, z axis means it will give three-dimensional space. Hence, this will give the collection of all possible points, position of a point in which plane, x, y, z plane. So this is geometrical meaning of r cross r, and this is the geometrical meaning of r cross r. So I hope you have understood the meaning of Cartesian product and the important observations from the Cartesian product, and at the end what is the geometrical meaning of Cartesian product. So based on this, you may finish the second chapter first exercise, that is 2.1 from NCERT textbook. So as a beginner, so just watch this video again and again until you get the things clear, and then finish the exercise for practice purpose. Okay, so keep on watching and be healthy, be happy and be expertise. Thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe if you are not done yet. Thank you all of you.